Hello everybody, and welcome to the last vlog of the year. So I suppose this is going to be a wrap-up vlog on what happened this year and was it expected, and what do we think might be going to happen next year. So what are the highlights of the year? The first one was it all turned out okay. So in terms of total numbers that we saw, we're pretty much on par with what we did last year. So we considered that to be a pretty good outcome based on the fact that we've had interest rates escalate over the year. So we've got to ask the question, what does it take to collapse the Australian property market? And it would seem quite a lot. I've had the business for 27 years and we've been through a variety of different economic disasters and none of them have collapsed the market at all. The GFC didn't do it. Banking commissions didn't do it, like all these things that we've had. So I suppose you go like interest rates go down, prices go up. So it would seem that if interest rates go up, prices go down. Well, it seems not. And that's been driven by a lack of supply. So everybody's talked ad nauseum about the housing shortage, and that is a very real thing. So probably the only way they can collapse the housing market is to switch off immigration and to build a whole lot of flood the market. That's the only thing I can think of, but that's what we found this year because of the lack of supply. So you had two things that happened there. You had people who didn't go onto the market to sell in the beginning because why would you if you had a rising interest rate market and thought it'd be carnage? That lowered supply. With the added pressure of a lack of supply due to the housing crisis, kept prices where they were and in some cases moved them up. Good property sold really well competed. So it seems like we get to the end of the year and it's like, yeah, everything was fine. So what was all the fuss? So very interesting. Also, I think one of the other things that's happened in the market is that everyone's adjusted to the interest rates and it's business as usual. Like at the end of the day, people have housing needs. They've got to live somewhere. They need to sell things, buy things is what happened. And I think in the last half of this year, people just got on with life. And that's probably more of what we'll see next year. I suppose the other thing that matched with all of that, of course, with the housing crisis was the dramatic increases in rents. So 25%, 30% increase, very well documented. Everyone's screaming about that. One of the things people do forget is the 30% decline that we had in COVID in some areas. Of course, that's all now well and truly back and we are moving forward. But for a lot of landlords, it's still not enough because their interest rate payments have gone up and they're not that happy about the difference in the negatively geared aspect of it. And with the prices being reasonably strong, we've seen landlords really make a decision to exit the market, which of course is probably exacerbating the rental market as well. So so very interesting. What's going to happen next year? I think that we're probably going to have more of the same. I think things will be pretty stable. A lot of people are saying they're not expecting prices to increase a lot, some increase, but not dramatically. Look, I think we'll just have a steady state next year, and I think people will get on and do business. So from our point of view as agents, I think that's really good. I think rental values probably have stabilised a little bit. It's almost like, we're squeezing as much rent out of what the tenant public can pay and whether they can do too much more. Interestingly, we have, like this time of year, we see a lot of people give notice to vacate because they're going off on holiday and then they'll be coming back in January to find something. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens to rent there, whether we see them stay there, go down or go up. So I'll definitely report back. So I suppose Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you to all our clients who've supported us over the year from a rental point of view. We manage a lot of property across Sydney, 3,700 odd properties. And we've got a sales team of 30 odd out there doing their bit. So we really appreciate the support that we've had from everybody and we will see you in 2024.